Power to live right, power to give right, power to love right. Talking about a God of life.
God bless you. Today's encouraging word comes from Psalm 51, verse number 10. And the word reads, "Create in me a clean heart, O God, and renew a right spirit within me." These are the words of King David, written in this psalm after he had slept with Bathsheba. And in the aftermath of that, David was so racked with guilt for the sin that he had committed that he poured his heart unto God and asked for God's forgiveness. And as part of that request of David for forgiveness was this specific request that God create in him a clean heart. And that is an interesting petition when you realize that the Bible tells us that David was a man after God's own heart. And yet here he was asking God to give him a new one. I don't know about you, but it's not very often when I miss it that I ask God to create in me a clean heart. Like you, I have said from time to time that God knows my heart. Have you ever said that? When you miss it, and you had good intentions, but you didn't quite follow through, you say, God knows my heart. And it is true that God does know your heart. And in Jeremiah 17:9, it says that the heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Who can know it? That's what God knows about our human heart, that it's deceitful and desperately wicked. In fact, in Matthew chapter 15, verse 19, Jesus said this about the human heart. "For out of the heart proceeds evil thoughts, murders, adulteries, fornications, thefts, false witnesses, and blasphemies." These are the things that that come out of the heart that we say God knows so well. And so that is why when we look at David's petition to create in him a clean heart, that is something that I believe every believer should get into the habit of requesting of God. To ask God to look upon us and create in us a heart just like his, a clean heart that is pure toward God and toward man. We cannot rely on our good human intentions, because no matter how good we believe they are, when they're matched up against the standards of God, they fall way short. And so I encourage you today, amen, that as you go to God in your prayer closet, add this little prayer, this little request from Psalm 51:10 to your daily prayers. Each day as you wake up, ask God to create in you a clean heart and to renew a right spirit within you. Because in this world that we live in these days, we need to be cleansed and purified over and over again. Because if we're going to live a life of victory and live a life that's pleasing to God, it truly is the only way to go. Amen. So let us bow down before God and say unto him, "O Lord, create in us a clean heart and renew a right spirit within us, that I may live a life that is pleasing in your sight." Amen. God bless you. Until next time, be encouraged and know that Jesus does love you, and his love will never fail.
Power to give right, yeah. Power to love right. Talking about a God of life. I've been blessed with His favor. Blessed every day. Blessed to be a blessing. I've got Jesus on the inside.